Taking tea with my grandmother. My grandmother was French, from, it was rumored, Bordeaux, until she settled in Paris many, many years ago. My sister once whispered she'd heard her confess that she'd suppered, seduced and slaughtered aboard the Orient Express. She was svelte, tight, almost bony, but mais très très élégant. She had a shock of white hair and a tiny vicious dog. Her clothes had been gifted by Coco Chanel, whom she often intimidated, stole her bows and her swells. Dripping with pearls, silks and bejeweled, she had an irascible sense of humor, no time for fools. She had an extensive, cheap, musky dark scent, and though only 8, I wondered how she paid rent. For she worked not a stitch, yet travelled afar, and was ferried through luxuriant life in a chauffeur-driven car. Her driver was mute, Turkish and blessed, with the skills of a warrior and beautifully dressed. He obeyed as though she were the most cherished of queens, and had laid down his life for her in 1001 dreams. And so it was, one bitter winter's morn, that she came to collect me across a raven-soaked lawn.
We must take you away from these plebs you call parents, to my palace of dreams filled with eunuchs and atoms. Jean-Jean!
She called with that smoked, throaty laugh.
I'm removing you from death, for your brain has been starved.
So I got in the back, sat upon burgundy leather, and Grand-mère held my hands with her gloves trimmed by feathers. She tapped on the glass, and the Turk pulled away. Did we sail, drive, or fly? It was difficult to say. And turning to me, with rouged mouth aflame, glasses half-mast, she began on this day.
Jean-Jean, you need freedom. The world is a pearl. Not a jail, not a jar, but a beautiful girl. With lush lips, hot eyes, and a moistness so sweet that if you ask her quite kindly, she'll allow you to see how things really work. And the universe she shall kiss your quizzical brow, but you must first know this. If you cheat her, deceive her, she will be your death knell. And she'll shrug, shake you off, send you back to the hell of constriction, conformity, and forbidden desire. Be free, dear Jean-Jean. Leave l'enfer to the lies.
I gazed up at Grand-mère, so tall up above, and slowly I knew she was talking of love.
Jean-Jean, do you like riding in this old Bentley carriage? I received it in Geneva as a gift for my marriage.
Oh, yes, but Grand-mère, where is Grand-père? Her curly lips smiled.
Dans la mer.
A shiver ran over. Did she mean he had drowned? Had she murdered him off and no body been found? Or was she just teasing, referring quite loosely? Was Grand-père dans la mer the composer Debussy?
Yes, he was.
She retorted, reading my thoughts so succinctly.
But he was not such a hoss of a lover as that bastard Stravinsky.
And I knew as I looked at her aquiline nose that Grand-mère was the greatest of greatest black widows. She adjusted her skirt, so pencil, so tight. Her fur stole slipped down, and she chastened its flight.
But there was another marriage in a chateau in Biarritz.
She rapped at her driver.
None to the Ritz!
I marveled with passion at her priapus cane, fashioned from bone, with silver-top pan erect in sweet pain. Ensconced in the Ritz, in a snug, what a pair! Like Charles Bodie Watsit, I was in love with her hair. a silver cascade, it fell hither and thither, but like snakes turning black in the most sacred of rivers. Gaston brought us cakes on a patisserie stand, and stood to attention, was waved away with her hand. It was longer, much longer than the span of a bridge. It hovered in the air, creating a ridge. For mythical climbers to lay, stand, and perish, I could only enjoy this lush coldness with relish. For to me she was warm, to the world she was cold. For me she was young, to the world she was old. To the world she was lame, but to me was ballet. She danced and she twirled, she was light, she was gay.
Jean-Jean, you must fuck. Fuck and be free. Fuck with the world. Let your soul truly see. Éclair? Macaron? Or sweet-meaty treats?
Eclair, please, I started. She knocked the plate to my feet.
Wrong answer, Jean-Jean. Why limit your choice? Are you man? Are you mouse? Why squeak with your voice? Say all, dear Jean-Jean, and you shall receive all the fruits, all the nymphs. Be satyr, be free. Play with the pipes that Pan has not tuned. Dance with the fairies on the bright lit full moon. Say what you want, add not in their shame. Be alive and not dead, revolt from their grave. Be loving, be kind, sincere, have a vision. Be of honor and truth, stand up to derision. Be a master of one, and confidant to all. Invite likewise souls to your masked ball, and kiss with a passion in corridors gilded, and fuck all the garrets till all lilies have wilted.
Her tongue felt her teeth. She blew smoke in my face. Its blue stuck to me, and I accepted with grace.
So, tell me, petit Jean-Jean, what is your answer now?
Grand-mère, donne-moi! I see! I know how!
Patience, Jean-Jean. Take the world at your leisure. The levels, they are many. Your soul, it shall pleasure. So now we must leave and attend to my toilet. For tonight is the opera. I wish to dress up and spoil it. I shall sing and shall dance and never shall stop. For ce soir, my intended is Bella Bartok. It reminds me so much of the night I defied, seduced and teased that sweet Oscar Wilde. And for you, we must change that look so forlorn, those shorts and that jumper, that horrid school uniform.
Her apartment was lavish. It was full of pianos and art. Her closets of couture. Well, who knew where to start? Its statues and sculptures and library of books were exciting, enticing, and the ceiling had hooks. Its carpets from Persia and cats from Siam, the china from Dresden, the bath from Japan, its cellos, violas, harps, and French lace, pure toile, sugared almonds, an explosion of taste. On things dust lay thick.
Well, I cannot be bothered. And the maid, she has other uses.
And that beautiful hand once again hovered.
For I like to enjoy her sweet juices.
Chimeras and dragons, priaptic displays, the ticking timepieces that whiled away days, automatons and monkeys and a mannequin parade. And I swore I saw ghosts a-playing charades.
Jean-Jean, lace me up.
My grandmother bade, for in front of her dresser her corset was laid, whalebone lace and velvet, in the style of the Viennese. Grand-mère removed her halter and let slip her black chemise. For Grand-mère was now 20. Her breasts confirmed this age.
Tonight shall be 1922, and the Justons are the rage.
Grand-mère presented her back to me and hid her precious charms, and studying her sculptured shoulder blades, I saw she had 6 arms. Her skin, so white and porcelain, was changing its hue, deepening in its shocking shade, for she was turning blue.
Oh,
The blackest hair upon her head began to thicken, rocked by shakes, and this crowning glory became more wondrous, a seething mass of coiling snakes. The writhing serpents darting, hissing, forked tongues a-jabbing, alternately kissing. At this moment I knew that I should never lose her, for mon magnifique grand-mère was Kali and Medusa.
Jean-Jean, policiateur, pas animatively. Cannot, you shall not hurt me. I'm asking you, begging you, please.
I thrust my knee into her back and pulled harder on the cords.
Monsieur Batak has been in Budapest, so I know you can afford the very best, at very least, and verily a sumptuous feast. For each be wished in distant lands to feel the charm of 6 few arms. Jean-Jean, tonight we free ourselves from money's starving purse. Our cup will runneth over. We are free from fiscal curse.
I tied the cord. She whipped around
Jean-Jean, how do I look?
like a wondrous Gorgon Kali queen, a vision from a delicious dream. Then I pricked my finger on the corset's hook. She took my finger into her mouth. Its breathy warmth changed luck. A moistened pomegranate, so lush. She salved my wound with gentle suck. Her eyes were now that of the snake, her tongue and teeth grown pointy. I passed her the silken Erta scarf, and behind 2 tiny bluish ears, with parfum she did anoint me.
Your room's through there, Jean-Jean. For now you live with me. We travel continents and steal the secrets of antiquity. And when I am gone, and in the sky, I'll always be with you. I live deep within your heart, and through your eyes I'll see.
So a vision never lovelier left that room and descended stairs. I watched her glide down gilded steps, a perfect diva devoid of cares. And at the door to the ballroom, she pulled Mr. Bartok by his tie.
Come now, Bella, make love to me. Tell me, do you like to fly?
So from that day my life was bliss, full of treasures, adventures, and dare. From San Moritz back to the Ritz, I take my tea avec mon grand-mère.
पूत सुने हैं पर ना माता सुनी माता